Previously on Score.
Okay. Oh, yeah.
I'm sorry. Not good at first dates.
Linda.
Sabotage that launch or face the consequences.
I think he's referring to this.
This was not the worst date that I've ever had. Would you like to go to dinner with me again?
Oh, no.
Meet my new trainee, Tim Armstrong. Hello.
There's nothing more stunning than seeing perfection with a slight imperfection.
Well, we only got shot one.
Holy smokes. You beat all the Colonel clones, you made it to the Pardolas galaxy, and you still have all your lives.
Well, ironically, you have none.
Can't you see how incredible this is? He's putting on a clinic.
No, I just used to play this game when I was a kid.
Actually, the neurotransmission speed between your brain and fingertips is pretty amazing.
Ralph, you gotta see this. Ralph! Ralph, you're missing out!
What is all the ruckus?
History being made!
Dave's new trainee is about to beat your high score.
Well, that is nearly impossible. I memorized the graphic patterns in every attack scenario.
Yeah, but did you hone your trigger finger with the SEALs for half a decade? Because someone here did.
Well, very good. But a physical advantage will eventually wane in the face of superior intellect.
Walter, are you threatened by this?
No. It's a video game for which I possess the high score.
For now.
You seem threatened.
No, I'm not. I'm hungry. Are there any egg bagels left?
Hey, boss.
Linda.
Hi, Walter. No bomb this time. Just me.
What are you...
Doing here unannounced? In a bold and possibly embarrassing move?
Yes.
Can we talk in private?
Oh, yeah. Sure. So, is everything okay?
Yes. Well, kind of. It's just, I have been thinking about you. A lot.
Oh.
I feel like I didn't give you a fair shot. Especially after you went ahead and saved my life and all.
It was my fault that you were in danger. I was just acting responsibly.
And now, I am too. I am taking responsibility for saying no to a date with a great guy. Unless you'd like to call it a joint social endeavor, in which case we could go on one of those.
This is a pleasant surprise because the truth is I considered it a statistical improbability that I would ever see you again. So I'm glad that the odds did not play out.
Do I score?
What is happening in there?
Another statistical improbability.
So, call me?
I will call you, yes.
Okay.
That was interesting.
I'm hungry. Are there any egg bagels left?
Did she come by for a date?
Yes, she did. I believe she thinks I'm dynamite.
Don't use humor on the date, because you're not funny. Otherwise, this is a good thing. Paige and Tim seem to be getting along, and you should have someone you get along with as well. Makes it easier to let go of Paige.
Should we let go? She's not mine to let go. We're friends. We're coworkers.
Oh, that's right. That's my mistake. I keep forgetting because of the way you look, feel, and talk about her.
Ralph, you missed everything. Tim set the new high score on Proton Arnold, and Walter just got asked out on a date.
Sorry, I'm just finishing my coding project for my college course. Check it out.
All I hear is white noise.
That's what you can't hear, that's important. It's sending data.
Wow. 11 years old. That is unbelievable. Like, I gotta get to physical therapy for my back shrapnel, but I will see you guys in about an hour.
There's something encoded in the static?
It's more advanced than that. It uses apexes and troughs of sound waves to transmit data that rates millions of times faster than any available software. The entire Library of Congress in 5.9 seconds.
Unbelievable.
The final presentation's today?
At 3 o'clock.
But first he has his spelling test at his regular school.
It's like sending Seabiscuit to give pony rides.
Normal kids at normal school, and then college classes. That was the deal, right? Carpool's gonna be here any second. Get your stuff together.
I just saw Linda out in the parking lot. Please tell me there's another bomb in here.
Nope. She came by for something potentially more disastrous.
Thank you for the support.
Who's this?
Gang, this is John Pandova, retired Marine. He'd like to retain our services for a case of utmost importance.
I've been working with the Defense POW MIA accounting agency for 13 years now. We are charged with locating and retrieving the remains of fallen U.S. military personnel from around the globe. Now, our mission statement is simple. We don't rest until they are home.
Well, you do incredible work, Mr. Pandova. How can Scorpion help?
Well, it has to do with this. It was found just outside the city of Pleiku, Vietnam. An item was uncovered by a construction company that was clearing a site for a factory build. Now, we believe they belong to a Marine patrol that went missing in that area. The patrol's radio died on July 24th, 1971, just after a brutal firefight from which none of our men returned.
There were 10 Marines, MIA?
Yeah, now there are 10 families counting on me for closure.
So you know the general location. You have some evidence that the remains might be there. So what's the issue?
The issue is I can't get approval for excavation without more specific evidence. It could be something as simple as a dog tag from a soldier that we knew to be there. Now, we have a better shot than ever before at bringing these men home, but it is slipping away by the minute.
Don't tell me they're still trying to build a factory on this site.
Now, even though the U.S. and Vietnam are working together, there's still corruption at the local level. Favors have been granted, palms have been greased, and now I'm looking at a ticking clock.
How long until they get back to building?
2 days.
I'm sorry, I thought you said 2 days.
Yeah. We just found this ammo belt last week, and the construction company wants no delays. They're pushing hard to move forward.
If they build a factory on that spot, we may never know if the remains are there.
I understand the time pressure, but we're not archaeologists.
Archaeologists look into the past. I need people who can see into the future. We use ground imaging technology and radar, but our equipment is slow and efficient. We need people who can quickly accelerate the efficacy of our equipment.
So if we can enhance the traditional ground scanning equipment, we can get you definitive proof that the remains are on that site.
Yeah, that's all I need. I know what's down there. What's necessary is getting the right pictures of it.
Need, necessary. Your unequivocal word choice is telling. This isn't a standard case for you.
As I said, we have limited time.
I know, but I think there's another reason. You've got mild prognathism, a protrusion of the mandible. Some people call that a square jaw. Your father had that too.
Like, I wasn't going to mention it because this is much bigger than just me. But the truth is my mom has been waiting 45 years for him to come home. Now, she's sick. She has 6 months to live, give or take, and I need to do this for her. But with the red tape, it can take up to a decade to bring a body home.
Not with our help. We'd be honored to assist you.
Thank you. I'll get the plane ready at Burbank.
You seem concerned about something.
Yeah, I'm just a bit confused why taking on this case was a foregone conclusion to you.
You don't think recovering military personnel is worthy of our time?
I didn't say that. I was talking about the logic of taking on this matter.
Well, people lost family. Have you forgotten how you felt when Megan passed?
I felt awful because I missed who she was, not what she was. Her organic material meant nothing to me. I kept her ashes in a coffee can in my glove box.
And that's messed up, Walt.
Son, regular people need to get a sense of closure when they say goodbye to a loved one. They need something to say goodbye to. If you can't grasp that now, maybe someday you will. In the meantime, we need to ship out. Blank dog tags?
Yep. By programming their properties into our software, we're telling you what to look for underground.
Yeah, so we'll avoid getting false positives. I'll say an old soda can. Toby, belt buckle?
One Vietnam-era Marine belt buckle coming up. Oh, Homeland's gonna have to reimburse you for this Army-Navy store bill, by the way.
Fine. You got a 25-tool Swiss Army knife on here. It's not exactly era appropriate.
But it's really cool.
You're paying for it.
You mind explaining the designs on your tablet?
Yeah, the magnetic susceptibility meter and the magnetometer will locate our underground evidence.
And this is gonna photograph it.
Ground penetrating radar?
But not like you've ever seen it. I've goosed it to go dual frequency at 1,000 megahertz by adding a second antenna, all of that, and this DSP chip. Only way we can get imaging of subterranean data with 100% clarity.
Subterranean. That's just like Walt's Proton Arnold score, buried deep under Tim's new record.
Very clever, Toby. You know what? If Dr. Rizzuto's here, he would say that your behavior
Yeah, well, Dr. Rizzuto's not here.
You know who is? The guy who beat your high score.
Would you both please knock it off? I'm trying to talk to Ralph. You ready for your presentation?
I am. Why'd you have to have Sylvester stay back and watch me?
Because he can do software support from the garage, and we won't be back till tomorrow, and he doesn't charge. And babysitters too. Why? You love Sylvester.
I do. But he's very enthusiastic.
It's a packed house. I am so excited for your presentation.
I can see.
All right, everyone. I think we should all buckle in.
Okay, honey, I need to go. I love you. Good luck. Whoa. It's getting a little bumpy.
Looking at bad weather from here all the way to Da Nang. Just stay seated till we're through it.
Oh, wow. Good thing Sylvester isn't here. This turbulence would freak him out.
You think it's bumpy up here? Wait until you get on a road in the Vietnam jungle.
Hey, I heard what Toby said earlier. It's just a video game. I'm not trying to compete with you. I just want to be an asset to the team as long as I'm here.
There's no competition.
When we get there, we better move fast. I don't like the looks of this storm.
Forget the storm. I don't like the look of those guys.
The hell? What's a lot of work? We still got 2 days.
didn't think you were coming. You're late. We have much work to do.
We had weather delays, but we're here now.
I have invested much capital into building water and CO2 lines out here to the jungle. I'm not going to have you cost me any more money.
Okay, excuse me, sir.
I got this.
Chúng tôi có liên quan chính phủ của các con, đại các con rét quấy, cứu phục này đến phần, phải nên hãy tận máy mòn. Cả đuôi quay của các con sạch quay, nói này, con quay có kiện phải quay. Chúng cho con.
Oh, even you don't speak Vietnamese.
Well, I could in an hour.
Hey, ba cái máy bay chạm xuống, tắt máy, đi xuống bây giờ nè.
Okay, good. Let's get set up. Cave and Tim handle the tent, and let's get the equipment ready. Storm's kicking up.
Whoa, nice catch.
No worries.
They caught the tent, take it down.
The chip is the key to the mission.
Here, Toby. My side's secure. Mine too.
Okay, got everything?
I think so. Man, this storm was not on our radar. Literally.
Oh.
Sly, guys, there's a storm headed your way. After I heard the turbulence on your flight, I jumped onto some weather sites.
How bad?
Just got upgraded to a Category 2 storm. Should reach Category 3 within 2 hours. Winds up to 115, 120 miles per hour.
We're in the valley. The guys will blow right through the site.
Yeah, because of the valley's tight topography, the effects of the storm will be severely amplified.
We gotta be out of there before that happens.
Just to recap, we came here to do 2 years worth of work in 2 days.
And now we only have 2 hours.
Okay, happy? I'm up and running over here. How goes it with you?
Ready? I just need to insert the DSP chip. Oh, no. It must have been broken when the wind tossed the case across the site.
What does that mean for us?
It means we can't get any imaging done on anything underground. We're useless without it.
Guys, I don't want to be the quitter here, but if we can't do what we came here to do, I say we hurry back to the city and hunker down in a secure building.
No, I'm finishing what I started.
Respectfully, John, we're kind of neutered without the chip.
Is there a hospital nearby? Ultrasound machines run on similar imaging technology. They might have the kind of chip that we need. It's not going to be perfect, but it will do.
There's no hospitals, but I know the area. There's a nursing home 5 miles away. I can take you there.
Okay.
Okay.
Walter can be a little brusque. We want hospital administrators giving us their equipment, not calling the cops.
Don't look so down, buddy.
Have you ever gotten a failing grade?
Don't be ridiculous.
Thanks.
Oh, no, hey, Ralph. What you coded was incredibly advanced. Your professor just couldn't follow it. People often reject what they can't understand, like my Superfungi opera.
What's that?
I remotely set up the computers to track the weather in Vietnam. Oh, no. This is not good. Hi, guys.
Sly, are you on comms?
Yes, and I have bad news. The storm is going to reach Category 3 sooner than I thought.
That does not surprise me. Okay, stay in communication. We got our hands full. We might need you.
Hello? Hello, do you speak English?
Yes, but I cannot help you right now. The storm started an electrical fire. We cannot put it out. We have to evacuate these people to safety.
We won't slow you down. We need the DSP chip from one of your ultrasounds.
What?
It's only a loan. We need it for a GPR imaging system that I designed.
Walter, my turn. We're working with the Vietnamese government to locate the remains of U.S. servicemen. This chip will help our device see underground. Please, there are people back home waiting for their loved ones.
Inside. Second door on the right.
Okay, thank you.
But be careful. There's a lot of smoke in there. Hello, man.
What's he saying?
He's repeating, Spectre.
Come on. We don't have time for this. We gotta go.
Here, let me help you get them on board. Here, I'll hold this.
Over here. Okay, so we just need to figure out a way how to open up the casing so we can access the chip. Okay. Open. Yep. That'll do. All right, let's go.
Sir, that's it. You're not going to fit anymore.
I can't just leave the others here. I won't get back before the storm gets too dangerous for them.
The roof tiles are flying off. I think it's already too dangerous for them.
Hey, I got the chip. We have to hurry.
Walter, we can't abandon these people.
We're not abandoning them. Their doctors are with them.
The doctors can't help. The storm's stuck up on everybody. They're not prepared. We cannot drive off.
We need to get them in a building with a basement. We can use our vehicle and take multiple trips.
This isn't the city. I studied this region on the plane. It's a flood zone. You don't build basements in flood zones. You can't get them underground. Are there tunnels nearby?
Bác, có đường hầm gần đây không? Phía bên kia đồi. quân đội đã đường hầm. There are tunnels just over the hill. Nhưng mà đã bị bịt kín bằng nhôm kỹ cứng. Sealed with aluminum covers.
We start heading for the hillside Alcatraz.
Wait, where are you going?
To get as many thermometers from the nursing home as I can before it burns down.
Hold it steady.
Kind of hard when you're rigging a baby jogger in gale force winds. Oh, my hat.
Hey! Hey, both hands on the wheel! Besides, I can take a break from that hand.
And I had her a package deal.
Got any more?
Just heard from Walter. He's behind schedule. What? We gotta set this up to a scan and get out of here.
We can't do that without that imaging chip.
Seems like they ran into some people in trouble.
No, we're people in trouble.
Yeah, the doctor was right. They bolted a thick industrial aluminum cover into the frame.
We don't have Happy or her tools to get those bolts off.
We don't need tools. We got thermometers.
What the heck is he doing?
It's been my experience to wait a bit. He eventually explains himself.
No recently, as a non-toxic alternative to mercury, manufacturers started using a combination of gallium, indium, and tin in thermometers.
See, you don't always know what he's saying, but he explains himself.
Gallium breaks down the bonds of aluminum, so you can do this. See?
They'll be safe in there?
Yeah, the storm will pass right over them.
What is this man's problem with me?
What does it matter? We need to get back to the excavation site so we're not in our car, out in the open, when the full storm hits.
Just hang on. What is he saying? Sector again?
He thinks you're an apparition.
An apparition?
He said he saw you decades ago.
Do you think he means your father?
Look! Do you recognize him?
This is you.
No, my father! My Cha!
Cha!
Yes! Do you recognize him?
He said your father, brave. He never forgot him.
Soldiers don't forget the faces of those they've killed.
There was a battle. Your father died a hero's death in the stand of white pines in the nearby valley. He said he's sorry. He was just a boy.
Tell him he was drafted to fight? Just like my father. Tell him there is no forgiveness necessary.
We really need to go now if we're gonna find the remains before that storm hits the construction site.
Hey! Let's go!
Power's up! We're ready to go!
No, we're not. Not until we get that chip. We need Walt.
Big of the devil.
I got it! Let's go!
We're almost at the edge of the third grid. For someone who just met and forgave the man who killed his father, he seems to be doing okay.
I don't know how he's keeping it together.
In the military, you learn to hold your emotions in check. You need to be on point, but when the time is right, you need to acknowledge and process those feelings, or they will eat you alive.
That's exactly what I've been trying to teach this team.
You get any hits?
G4 grid is clear. Move on to G5.
Happy, direct the radar in section G5.
Stay in the area where the White Pines stood, where that man saw my father.
Please, G5 is part of the White Pine area. You have to let me do my job.
Listen, John, the storm's almost on us. We're still coming up short.
You can go, but I am not leaving. Not now that I know my father's here.
Okay, if this guy refuses to budge, there's a good chance he's going to be spending eternity in this valley with his father. We can't let this grid cloud his judgment.
We got something.
Oh, we got a hit. Happy, focus the radar on the upper left quadrant.
Those are shell casings from an import scene, and that's the tip of a rifle bayonet.
Is that dog tags?
That's exactly what we need, something that shows my father's platoon was here. It's still here.
Sharpening focus.
Does that say OVA?
Ova, as in Pandova. Congratulations, son, you got your proof. No one's gonna be digging on this site now.
Mother Nature might have something to say about that. The storm is not Category 3 anymore.
Something tells me you're not going to say it's turned into a spring shower.
Sadly, I am not. It is now a concentrated supercell storm, and it's brought along an F4 tornado that is headed straight for you.
A tornado? Well, if you're right, where's the rain?
Likely a mile away in another part of the supercell.
Tornado just touched down the same valley as you. Currently, 3 miles out. Path width, a mile.
A mile-wide tornado?
Mom, I want you to get out of there.
Calculations say if you leave right now, you will barely beat the Twister and make it to the city in time.
Okay, everybody take the laptops and the data. That's proof that we need to stop the construction. Just keep the radar equipment behind. Hand over! We need to move.
I grew up in Oklahoma. I know what a tornado this size can do.
Which is why we have to move.
This twister will rip up Earth 5 feet deep, destroy the remains, scatter them up to 20 miles, and it never ends. No one gets closure.
If we say our lives get closure.
I understand the pain you're feeling right now. All we can do is save ourselves, which is why we have to move now.
About that, the final ground speed has just increased to 15 miles per hour. Your window for safe departure has closed.
You said we could get out of here.
Yes, you could have, but that was before the ground speed increased to 15 miles per hour. Now, mathematically, there is no way for you to get out of that valley in time.
That's fantastic, so we're dead.
Don't be so negative.
Stating facts is not negativity. We're in a valley with no protection and an F3 tornado bearing down on us.
Actually, F4.
Super. Since we can't control the weather, we're toast.
Not necessarily. Theoretically, we might be able to do just that. Do just what? Control the weather?
I think we've lost Walt. He's officially nuts.
Okay, so a tornado needs hot air to exist, right? Without it, it's done for. So we just need to cool the air.
In case you haven't noticed, it's 80 degrees in the jungle.
Uh-huh, but we're in a valley. Look, we're here. Now, according to Slide, the tornado is currently here and moving toward us. So, if we can somehow cool the air that is feeding the funnel, specifically the rear flank downdraft, by 15 degrees, then we can go for Twister to very severe windstorm.
Excuse me, God Complex, how exactly do you plan on making it cold in Vietnam?
Dry ice. Remember the owner said he had built CO2 lines out here for his factory's infrastructure?
Yeah, but how do you turn CO2 into dry ice?
Easy. Back in the orphanage, I'd shoot fire extinguishers into a pillowcase, seal it up tight, CO2 turns into dry ice in seconds, then you can use it all kinds of ways to get back at Ingrams.
She's right, except for the revenge part.
I have to assume we're gonna need more than a pillowcase worth of this stuff.
Okay, so dry ice has a latent heat of sublimation of 571 kilojoules per kilogram, so about 10 pounds absorbs 2,590 kilojoules of heat.
Walter, what's the answer?
At least 6 cubic meters.
That's 12,156 pounds.
Which is why we're stealing those construction trucks. Our version of the pillowcase are those dumpster bags out there.
Assuming we make 12,000 pounds of this stuff, can we just leave it out there for the curbside pickup?
Yes, here, here, and here.
So we drop the ice at intervals to give maximum cold exposure to the spinning cloud. It's only half as gonzo as it sounds.
Well, if this could work, why don't they do it in Kansas?
It doesn't work with the flat topography of the Midwest. We're in a valley, so we know exactly where the tornado is headed. It's trapped. Okay, Cave, Happy, Toby, and Tim, go commandeer the trucks. Hand over, download the data that we found, and email it to a U.S. server so we can preserve your evidence in case we don't make it out of here. Stay here. Right, Sylvester, Ralph, we need real-time data. That is wind velocity, core temperature. We need to know how fast and how close that tornado is at all times. So, hack a government weather satellite.
There will be at least a 10-second delay if I get that information from a satellite.
10 seconds can mean life or death. We need instantaneous information.
I can't provide that.
Ralph can. Ralph, you need to link your software program to the satellite. Now, if it can transfer the Library of Congress in 5.9 seconds, then it can get a satellite data in real time.
I don't think that's a good idea. My professor failed me.
Who cares? Your professor is a human. You are a genius. Now, I have faith in your mind, but if you don't, there is no point in you having your ability. Ralph?
I can do it.
Hey, keep your truck. Listen, you can't outrun the storm.
I just got word from my aunt that she was rescued from a nursing home by a group of Americans. I assume it's your team?
It was, and we can save you and your men if you trust us, but we need to get your trucks and a map of the CO2 line you built.
Toby, Tim, I sent you maps marked with the CO2 valve locations.
Got it.
Yeah, I'm looking at it now, Walt.
Sylvester, valve status.
The tornado's core temp is 81, the wind velocity is 240 miles per hour, and the ground speed is staying steady at 15.
That gives you 11 minutes to get the ice in place. The data has no delay. Absolutely accurate.
Yeah, so far so good. Bag's filling up with dry ice. Same here. We got dry ice. It's working.
Walter, I'd really like to make the ice delivery now if we can.
Guys, the funnel is massive. We need to get every ounce of the ice up into it as soon as possible.
We see it. We're almost at the ice drop.
We're already in position. Let her rip, Tim.
First batch of dry ice is down.
Good. The uplift design of the wind swirl will vacuum your ice first. Now get out of that area so you don't get sucked up with it.
I'm unwrapping our president as we speak with my Swiss Army knife. Business expense. Take that, kid.
I know it's illogical, but my reptilian brain is telling me we need to find someplace safe.
There is no
place safe. The best you can do is head back to the construction site. Now, if the dry ice doesn't work, you'll at least have gained a few minutes before you're sucked into the tornado.
Thanks, Walter. You're always a source of comfort.
Incoming!
Toby just made a sarcastic comment and you didn't respond. What's wrong?
I didn't realize this pickup was such a heap. I can't get over 62 miles per hour. Calculations regarding the drop spot assumed a faster speed.
Won't get there in time?
You will get there in time to drop off the ice, but the problem is the tornado will be arriving simultaneously.
So when the ice gets sucked up in the sky, you guys will be too?
No, there's not enough time to stop the truck, unload it, get back in, and then turn around. Paige, I'll slow down. You need to jump out.
Absolutely not.
Paige, please listen to him and get out of there.
I am not letting him drive this truck right into a tornado.
Hold on. We might not have to. Happy, what is the max cable tension of this tailgate?
About 4,200 pounds, but I strongly advise against what I think you're about to try.
Well, it's either that or we become flying storm debris. Now, Sly, I have over 4,000 pounds of ice in the bed of a 5,000-pound truck.
Going 62 towards a tornado, a quarter mile away, heading back at you at 15 miles per hour. No, actually, the tornado's winds are slowing and its temperature is dropping, which makes me think Happy's ice was lifted into the twister along with Cade's, but it is still deadly and will remain so until you can get your ice up into it to lower its temperature.
I know the risk. I need the numbers. How long do we have?
Keep your gas pedal forward and get ready to make your move in exactly 9 seconds.
What move?
You're gonna want to buckle in.
I am buckled in.
Now you're gonna want to hold on.
Ready in 6, 5,
4, 3, come on, kid!
2, 1.
It's working. The ice is getting sucked up into the funnel, but it's right behind us.
Yeah, we're going 4 times as fast as the tornado. The air temp's gonna drop, and it's not gonna be a tornado much longer. Hey. Truck broke down. I think that move was way too much for it.
Yeah, we're not going 4 times as fast as the storm anymore, Walter. We're going 0. 0 is bad.
No kidding.
Whoa, you guys gotta get out of there. Let's go.
Over there. It's almost on us.
You know what? We can't get away, so we're gonna buckle your arm to the tree. It'll hold you down.
What about you? You can't just stay here. I can't hold on.
Got you!
Hold on.
Sly, what are we looking at?
The wind swirl is dropping, but it is still strong. Letting go now would definitely still be fatal.
How long?
Winds drop to your category 3 levels in 6 seconds.
I'm not gonna let you go!
Walter? Paige?
Yeah, we're here. We're still here.
It's over. The cold air killed the tornado.
You okay?
Yeah, that hurt it, but I'm okay.
Last items. We have dog tags, era-appropriate weaponry, skeletal remains. MIA status, no more.
Thank you for staying to do more imaging, especially after all that you guys went through.
I know it's important to you and to others to get the closure that you feel you need.
So I just spoke to the final family, told them their loved ones are coming home. They send their thanks.
It's nice to hear.
So, question. On the plane, you talked to Pandova about closure. Were you just pretending to understand why it's important to them?
I understand the level of importance to some. I just don't understand why it's important. So I guess I was pretending a little.
John?
Hey, Mom. Everyone, this is my mom.
Mrs. Pandova, it's an honor to meet you.
Thank you.
Hello. Mom. I think Dad would want you to have these. I'm gonna bring them home, Mom, thanks to Everyone here.
I've waited so long. Thank you.
All right, I'll show you to your car.
I understand closure now. Imagine that woman all these years keeping hope alive, never remarrying.
What is that?
Backup hat, keep stashed all over the garage. Hey, theoretically, if you and I were hitched and that tornado had sent me off to Oz, would you carry a torch or just shack up with the next deadly gorgeous shrink that crossed your path?
If you must know, I wouldn't. But only because it would be impossible to find someone that annoys the heck out of me like you do.
I'm gonna take that. Oh, and for the record, that theoretical marriage thing, you should chew on that for a while.
He stole it.
What? Who? Who stole what, honey?
Ralph's professor, the California College of Science and Engineering, put out a press release touting Ralph's software as his own. He stole Ralph's idea.
He didn't fail me because it was faulty.
He wanted it for himself. He knew its value.
Well, we can't let him get away with this. We'll hire the best lawyer in LA.
Best intellectual property lawyer specializing in software coding, not without a $250,000 retainer.
This is the underdog getting picked on all over again, and I know someone who can definitely relate to this.
Has anything terrible ever happened to you? Car accident?
You aren't Ralph to hire. Hey, would you help me?
He's a misfit. He's one of us. Plus, he'll do it for free. He just really wants to win a case.
I like that he fights for the little guy.
All right. Guess we have ourselves a lawyer.
Yes. Hey, I just wanted to say that I've been in the field before with some real brave risk takers, and you can go toe-to-toe with any of them.
Well, when you calculate the odds, the risks aren't so risky.
No, you drove towards a tornado. There's no equation that makes that safe. The point is, I was blown away.
Well, we all were blown away. It was a major windstorm. That's humor.
It's funny. Look, you want to grab a meal?
I would, but I should really call that woman who came by earlier.
Linda, right? Seems like a catch.
Yes. You know, I figure logically if I have the opportunity to have dinner with a smart, beautiful, kind woman, then I would be a fool not to.
Yeah, I agree. All right. Have a good time, boss.
Not your boss because you're not on the team.
Hi, you've reached Linda. I'm out and about, so leave a message.
Hi, Linda, this is Walter O'Brien. You came by my place of work the other day to talk about a date, so I'm just calling you up to arrange a date. So I look forward to discussing that with you. Okay, bye. Everyone else is gone?
Yeah, I'll take off. And I am actually going to meet with Paige.
Paige? And you?
Yeah, took your advice. I had the opportunity to have dinner with a smart, kind, beautiful woman, and I'd be a fool not to go for it, right? So I asked if she and Ralph would like to hit that diner around the corner.
Kowalski's?
Yes, that's the one.
You know, I did notice your concern when Paige wouldn't exit my vehicle during the storm. So, you like her?
Well, I find her intriguing.
Okay, good. Well, you have a nice time.
Okay.